Uh, Today the talk of mine is how to enhance the leadership skills. That's it. Now this probably will give a chart and the milestone in my own life. When I was a faculty member, it was my passion to go for adolescent health workshops in the schools. Then came 2000. That was a decade, which I spent on the female feticide. Indian Medical Association at the national level gave me the opportunities, and I widely traveled during this particular time, creating people awareness about the female feticide. Then came 2000 to 2003, where I formed the Delhi Gynecologist Forum. That's the time that I worked in slums extensively and worked on anemia and found that 9 out of 10 people, the women, the children and the girls were anemic, and then this became IMA agenda to have anemia-free India. And at the same time, I was an advisor to Delhi of National Commission of Women, not Delhi, National Commission of Women, and there I was asked to present the rape victim examination, and that was an eye-opener for myself. Then came 2004 and 2007, I was the chairman of the Women Wing of Indian Medical Association. This was my golden period. Dr. Lekhi just now said, yes, it was not a big agenda that every branch of IMA had Women Wing. But at that particular time, there was a nominated post. It was a nominated post. And during these 3 years of tenure, we did hundreds of workshops across the country. Every week we traveled, and there were at least 4 workshops in different parts of the country at that particular time. And that's the time when I got an opportunity. We did a Basti Sevika program, which we did privately, and that time we called health secretary to inaugurate it, and he got an idea and he started ASHA workers. And then we motivated, we had a workshop national level where 840 doctors had attended that particular thing. At that time we had said, the National Health Minister, Kubali Ramdas, that no, you should say no to home deliveries. And Renikaji was also there. At that time we had gone to the ministry, and then finally they said no more funding for training of dyes, and from there the story, the home deliveries have converted from 25% to almost 90% now. And that's all about, that probably justifies why Dr. Neelam Lekhi called me today to talk on this particular topic. Leaders are not born. They are shaped, they are chiseled. But only those people who plunge wholeheartedly, then only they are neck deep involved that they have to become a leader, then only they can become a leader. There are no substitute to hard work. You realize that not only hard work, you have to do a smart work. So at least your time is conserved. And there is no shortcut to success. No shortcut. जैसे डॉक्टर्स बिना पेशेंट के irrelevant है, उसी तरह लीडर्स भी बिना फॉलोअर्स के लिए irrelevant है. अगर फॉलोअर्स नहीं है तो कोई फायदा नहीं. So, what is the exact definition? You create followers by influencing on personal power that creates progressive advancement in the community for a common purpose. When we talk about power, one is your personal power. That's very important, and not your positional power. Rahul Gandhi has a positional power, while Narendra Modi has got different other power. So it has to be personal power. One has to have an influence. You have to have an influence. आप लोगों की लाइफ में वैल्यू ऐड करते हैं. That is called प्रभाव. दबाव में कोई काम नहीं कर सकता. Your things should be seen. It should be ever expanding. and it should have a common purpose, and it should bring a change in the community which you work. There should be no hidden agenda of the leader. No personal agenda of the leader. Your goal should be the same as your followers' goal. Then only they are influenced, otherwise not. Whenever you have a personal agenda, in these very many years, I found many leaders I came across, they had personal agenda. The personal agenda में क्या है, आपके साथ जो followers जुड़ेंगे वो आपके हाथ और पैर से जुड़ेंगे. But when they realize उनका गोल और आपका गोल सेम है, तो वो दिल और दिमाग से जुड़ेंगे. उनको भी मालूम है कि मेरा आगे जाकर भला होना है. The road to success has no elevators. The road to success is taking step one by one. There are 5 levels of leaders. One is called quitter, fault finder, then dabbler, finally stressor, and then the master. And they all come by this particular phenomenon. There are few leaders, when they see the problem, they see the challenge, they run away. Only the fighter is going to stay on. And I'm going to just describe it. The quitters are down when they see a problem and join an organization or anywhere. If they can't do anything, they quit. Very simple. They just quit. The fault finder is 80% of people are fault finder. उनका काम ही यही है कि आपको कन्विंस करें कि ये काम क्यों नहीं हो सकता. Am I clear? They are there to tell you कि why, madam, this job can't be done. Dabbler is still better. When they join any organization, they come with fanfare. Morning glory, I call them. But after some time, their steam runs off. They go, climb 2 stairs, and they fall 3 stairs. They climb 2 stairs, they fall 3 stairs. And then finally they say, ab mujhse nahi hoga. So these are the basically negative things who can't get you anything. Then finally comes a stressor. He says that the failure is not in my dictionary. They have failure, again they get back. They have a failure, they bounce back. But they create a stress for themselves and they create a stress around you. These are 1% of the total leadership, 1% of the population. And then our masters, the numbers, who create history. Now, what is the difference between a stressor and a master? The master is, whenever he slides down, he has a failure, he takes one more step back and realizes, why I failed? He looks this side, he will look that side and say, there must be an alternative way. Or there must be something wrong with myself, why we have failed. So he changes the strategy. And that's why his principle is, हम हारते नहीं हैं, या तो हम जीतते हैं या फिर हम सीखते हैं. The letter leader itself describes. The L is who lead by their own example, not from the storybooks, not from any workshops. Their own life is an example. They are enthusiastic. अगर sheep का झुंड हो और एक lion को ले आओ, so everybody will shortly start behaving like a lion. But अगर lions का group है और sheep को उनका उस्ताद बना दो, so the lions will also start behaving like sheep. That's the beauty of enthusiasm. They are ambitious. They have a definite and expanding targets. They have determination. I will tell you a story about determination is. रेगिस्तान में एक बंदा पहुंच गया, बड़ी प्यासा था। उसने कहा यहाँ तो कुछ पानी नहीं मिलेगा, खुद ही गड्ढा खोदना पड़ेगा। उसने 10 फीट खोदा, पानी नहीं मिला। फिर वो दूसरी जगह गया भाग के, दूसरा 10 फीट खोला। 10 साइड्स उसने खोद दी, 10-10 फीट की। And then at the end of the day he died. Another person came, again at the same time, in the mid of Registan. He found there were 10 pits were opened. This is मेरे जैसा कोई आदमी यहाँ आया होगा, and he can see that fellow dying. So on the first pit itself, he digged 10 feet, the water did not come. He digged another feet, 10 feet, and the water came. So these are the people who have determination and persistence. So the second person was a smart person. The same place he worked very hard and he got the results. Otherwise, they are quitter or they are the purple who are hobbling from one particular place to another one. Then you need to encourage your followers. If you don't encourage, you don't go forward. And then I should say they should be student all the time. सीखते भी रहे और सिखाते भी रहे. Because they have to create leaders and they have to create followers. अकेले उनका कुछ काम नहीं बनता. So not only the drive is important, the integrity of the leader is very, very important. आपको देखने वाले लाखों आंखें, वो आपको हर एंगल से देखते हैं. You don't have anything hidden. So the personal integrity has to be absolutely flawless. They should have self-confidence. They have to be extra intelligent. At the same time, wherever they lead, they should have some knowledge about it. And I always say, थोड़ी knowledge जरूरी है, but you can always hire competence, but not the commitment. The commitment has to be yours and yours only. Commitment without character. You can see the leaders. One is known till this particular day for the negative features which they did for the community. And you can see the right person where the results are seen. Because without character, they can create chaos. And these 4 S's are very dear to me. The leader should have a mindset कि जहां पर जोड़ने का काम होगा वहीं हाथ लगाएंगे. They are always the solution finder and not the problem creator. They believe in sharing and giving. And they believe in selfless service. When you join an organization, you create a small organization. At every step, you'll find problems. And this is what they know how to handle those problems and challenges. कभी आपने सोचा होगा ये कितने मैनेजर्स क्यों बनाते हैं, क्यों सीए बनाते हैं, क्यों तनख्वाह देते इतनी? उनको तनख्वाह गालियां सुनने के लिए, उनको तनख्वाह पॉपुलर्स के लिए, उनको तनख्वाह इसलिए दी जाती है कि they know how to do challenges. Where 99% are going to be flat, it's only these 1% people who are leaders, जो कि प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए उनको तनख्वाह मिलती है. उनको डिग्रियों के लिए तनख्वाह नहीं मिलती है. आपको ये लगता होगा if the person who is on the top probably is so much qualified that he is getting this particular thing for the qualification he has. Never. It's never that. It's how you can handle it. ये leaders दोनों हाथ से काम करते हैं. एक हाथ से जो भी प्रॉब्लम आती है उसकी लड़ाई और दूसरे हाथ से बिल्डिंग करते हैं. So simultaneously both works they are doing. And that's why leaders create a beautiful path. Ubar-khabar jagah ko, they make it for their followers to tread it all along. So you exactly know कि ये वाला job कैसे करते हैं. Because he is already knows the problems how it has to be handled. It is ingrained to them. When one chapter will close, one door is going to be closed. Look this side, look that side, you'll find another door is open. So this is the part of the training which the leader gets from the top. And if you lead, you will be always target for criticism, be rational and never be emotional. And that's why I say don't let criticism upset you. You are unique. You are in the top 1%. You are not meant to put your mind and brain and your heart for petty things. Petty is for small people. It's not for you. So this is what leader has realized. They make team. Not only they make team, they make the team together. And what is the most important 4 words for keeping the team together is they always ask, what do you think? बात तो फाइनली अपनी करा लेंगे, पर पूछेंगे जरूर कैसे करेंगे, पूरा रेस्पेक्ट देंगे, पूरा सब कुछ आपको देंगे, और they get bright ideas. They get bright ideas because when you do a brainstorming, you find you get bright ideas you never thought about it. पीछे चलेंगे. They keep mum for small problems or small mistakes of theirs. Ignore. Small thing which they've done, they will always be patting on their shoulders. And they will always relegate responsibilities to their youngsters. That's why. They always do out of the box. They're creative. Because every member of the team has to be satisfied. Every follower feels that they are satisfied. Otherwise, हर आदमी देखता है उसकी अगर फोटोग्राफ में उसकी फोटो नहीं है, फोटो बेकार है. हर चीज आप ऑफर करोगे, पहले सोचेगा मुझे क्या, मुझको क्या फायदा होगा, और उसको फायदा नहीं होगा तो फिर मैंने क्या, then his enthusiasm also. The leader has, whenever they deal with the team and the followers, the team always has a micro vision. वो 90 डिग्री में देखता है, वो अभी अपने में ही लगा हुआ है, मैंने क्या. But the leader sees 360 degree, and he has to be very patient dealing whenever there is a meeting kind of a things, that he has to have 360 degree mindset. Next one. Few leaders are the ones who never say, I can't do it. But then they have things like this. Next one. Beware of the tyranny of the urgent. I'm going to take a very few things of the time management. Next one. Something are important, something are urgent. The important and urgent requires, these are the things which create crisis. And these are the things which you only have to do it. Then there is a non-urgent, but they're important, they require proper planning. Then there is one thing which is not important but urgent, which is giving interruptions. This one you can delegate to your colleagues. And the restrictions, you have to take decisions that, this should be put together. So, urgent and important, you have to do it yourself. Non-urgent, you have to plan, strategize. And third is, which are a lot of distractions, you have to see that you delegate those kind of things. And the fourth is, you have to eliminate. You learn this time management. Next one. You have to always identify the people who have monkeys. These are troublemakers. उनका एक्स्ट्रा दिमाग है और नेगेटिव ही चलता है. Dr. Ila was asking me something. This is the answer. So you have to always identify an extra brain which goes on the negative side. And you have to see to it that you should load them with such a thing that they're always busy. Am I clear? Yes. So उनको लगता है कि वो काम में लगे हुए. This situation should never arise between you and your team. Because once this arises, however you will try, this is going to increase. ये खाई बढ़ती रहेगी. Small things matter. With smallest investment at the right place, you can radically transform the quality of your team and your members. But during this particular process, when you're helping them out, see to it that you are safeguarded. Airlines में भी लिखा होता है ना, पहले अपना मास्क खुद लगाओ, पहले अपने को सिक्योर करो, फिर दूसरों को हेल्प करो. And this is what leader has to see all the time. That अपनी health कोई भी काम तब तक करो जब तक ये आपको happiness देता है. The day it gives you pain, that's not the work. You have to take another path, because painful is not for leader. For high performing leadership, beside other things that he can delegate assignments, the leader has to be people developer. And in an organization like we gynecologists, we find there's a professional development and a sharing of skill and knowledge is required all the time. So you can see, you should be great in training and skilling and in supervision. Whenever you're coaching, the great coaches are, to a player, they never hit on their wrong side. उनकी अच्छी बातों को praise करते हैं. धीरे धीरे फिर वो बताएंगे ये छोटा सा fault था तेरा. But always publicly they will say only on the good part. That's a good coach. So you've got to be competent, you have to be a great teacher, you have to be a great educator, and your goals and the interest should be the same as your followers. They're great collaborators. Networking. And the rule of networking is 25 लोग 25 से मिलेंगे तो 25 plus 25 50 नहीं होता. It is 25 into 25. That's the greatness of working. And that's why people like me believe in networking. आपके पास कोई चीज अच्छी है, आप उनके साथ शेयर करो. उनके पास कोई चीज अच्छी है, they can come and share. So your enriching is a win-win situation for both. You always have future agenda always in your kitty. So you should always see what is going to come next. If you want to be leader, your comfort at the upper story is very important. The day it starts giving you pain, you have to quit. You have to be comfortable all the time. And have a connection with Almighty. Take His help and blessing. He says, take me along when you know your family members, nobody can go with you. I will go with you. So whenever you're in a tricky situation, ask His help. And whatever the thing, when you remember and ask for help, the help will come readily. And then say big thank you. So the road to success, this steps by step, is help and blessing and thank you at the same time. Thank you very much.